Hey, David. Hope you're well. We saw you a few days ago throwing, and Dave Roberts has shared a few updates with us. But how would you say your hamstring is feeling, and where would you say you're at in your progression?
Hamstring feels completely normal. I feel like it has progressed, very well from the day that it happened. So we just did a lot of treatment on it. Just continued to keep my arm moving. I think that was the biggest thing, for myself. Just being able to continue to play catch on it. That was good to not let my arm, just kind of regress. So hamstring feels good. I feel good. I'm excited to get back out there.
And have you faced hitters just yet? And if not, do you think that's really just the final step in your recovery, or do you have any interest in going on assignment?
Faced hitters today. Did an up down live BP, so just threw probably close to 30 pitches. Threw the ball well, felt good. Threw all my pitches, so and covered first. In my bullpen session on Tuesday. So we've kind of checked all the boxes out, and I'm just waiting for my next task.
Next question's from Dave Vassay. Go ahead.
Hey, David, I'm curious, even at this stage of your career, is there a mental hurdle to get over to trust your hamstring to let it go like you normally would?
Well, there's not anymore. I would say probably, whenever today was, my fourth time being on the mound. And I would say, after probably 15 pitches in my first bullpen, I really started to let them go. And then in my second bullpen as well, I was going 100%. I think, well, from talking to the doctors, they said that would be the biggest thing for me would be getting back on the mound and throwing on that slope. And, I was able to do that 4 times, with the fourth time being today and it being an up, down and facing hitters. My hamstring it isn't something that I think about anymore. I can wake up and get out of bed and go about my day. It's not something I think about when I'm playing catch or when I'm running or even in the weight room working out on it.
Dave, have you learned something from all this, how to adjust to this role? And did you learn something before, just how to get ready to come into a game, especially if, you warm up and they have you sit down again?
Well, yeah, I've definitely kind of developed my own routine in the bullpen. Just staying ready, identifying the situations that I would be in. It was kind of a weird accident, on the mound. Just my heel didn't come down where I guess I thought it was going to, and it was just in somebody else's landing spot. So it didn't touch any of the dirt. But that's a part of it, and I feel better than I did whenever I went on the IL.
Awesome. Thank you, David.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, David, I guess just kind of going back. When did you feel something on your hamstring? Was it mid-inning of that game?
Yeah, on a single to Cronenworth. That was the pitch that I felt it on, and just didn't want to call a trainer out. If in my head, I felt like if nobody could see a difference, and I was, okay to continue to throw, and just made some good pitches that inning. Got out of I don't remember if it was bases loaded. It might have been first and second, but got that big double play ball to Will Myers. So I didn't think it was as bad as I guess it could have been, but I wasn't going to call anybody out.
And I guess you guys might have a couple of bullpen days here until Tony is ready. Obviously, you're trying something different here, being as a reliever. But how do you kind of feel about potentially being an opener if that's what they need from you?
Whatever they want. That's, I guess, being an opener, you're still kind of a bullpen guy, but that is a little bit more normal than coming in, mid-game, for myself. But if they ask me to do that, I'm more than willing to open for them or whatever they want. My body feels really good right now, arm, leg, just you want to get back out there and help these guys win.
And I know this happened a while ago, but I guess it's kind of the Zoom life. But what kind of went into auctioning off your ring? What kind of went into that decision to obviously a really good cause?
I didn't. I wasn't a part of winning that ring. I made my decision, and I personally, I didn't think that I deserved to get one. I had talks with Andrew and a lot of other people in the organization about that, and they wanted me to still receive one, and talk to Lon Rosen about something we could do to raise money for a good cause. And we talked about the Players Alliance, and that was I thought that was a very good idea, and something that would help a lot of upcoming baseball players.
Awesome. Thanks, David.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead. Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
David, the other day when we talked to Dave Roberts, he said he didn't want to rush you back and wanted to make sure you're 100%. But he also seemed to want to defer to you on potentially going on a minor league assignment. Just wondering, after today, what's next? Do you have to get cleared by the training staff, or is it you sound like you say you've checked all the boxes? Is that, do you feel you'll be like ready to go relatively soon, or do you just kind of wait and see how you feel tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel like I am ready to go. I know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, just by how I felt on the mound in my live BP, just and by how I feel right now, just arm, leg, hamstring, everything feels completely normal, if not better than normal. So I would love to get back out there and help these guys win, as soon as possible. But we haven't discussed our next steps yet, but I'm sure we will at some point today.
Thank you.
Let's try this again. Go ahead, Jorge.
Hey, David. Is there a difference in coming back from an injury as a reliever versus a starter besides the buildup?
Well, it's only been a couple weeks, and I guess me injuring, my hamstring didn't really stop me from playing catch and keeping my arm moving. So that was one of the things that we talked about early on. I wanted to continue to play catch. Even if it hurt my hamstring, or if I felt it while playing catch, I could still do it. On both knees, or something like that in the cage, just to keep my arm moving. So, my arm didn't really regress at all. But, I don't think that really played a role in it. Just, I played catch the next day by myself in the cage. And then the second day after it was hurt, I was in the outfield throwing with Chico. So we've continued to keep it moving. Everything feels really good. I want to pitch again.
And have you ever had a hamstring injury like this before, or this is the first time?
Oh, first time. Never had any lower body injuries like this, so I didn't really know what to expect. Just kind of listened to our doctors and our trainers, and it healed quick. We got a very good staff here, and Ron Porterfield did a lot of good work on me in Arizona whenever these guys were on the road. So shout out to those guys.